Hey guys, how y'all doing? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to others around the world. Welcome back to another Pokemon Unite video featuring Zeraora coming through that jungle in that solo Q Master rank. Today, we're playing this Pokemon on behalf of, we don't see Zeraora played that often, let alone good Zeraora players, and or he's not in a very good spot in the metagame overall. Now, there's a good reason for that. He did get nerfed a long time ago, because he used to be very, very prevalent in pretty much every single game, dominating games. It was a thing a long time ago for those of you that don't remember. They nerf him, and then other Pokemon keep coming out, and coming out. We keep getting new buffs and nerfs to all these other Pokemon. Heck, dude, Crustle got love before Zeraora did as of late. That's surprising, at least to me and to a lot of people. I guarantee it. Zeraora is still like he's behind the times in terms of he doesn't get his levels or not levels his abilities early enough to make a huge impact before Dreadnought. You know what I mean? Because most of the time at Dreadnought you're either level 7 or level 6, maybe level 8 or 9 if you're doing super well. But when it comes to him, it doesn't matter because his ability doesn't really come on cool or come online until level 10 when he gets his Unite move. I mean, you still get Wild Charge and or Discharge if you're doing well before Dreadnought, but if not, he doesn't really make much of an impact, right? As I break Lucario's ankles. But we will be running today Volt Switch and Discharge just because I feel like everybody else and their brother is playing Wild Charge, and I want you guys to realize how good Discharge actually is in this metagame. I know it sounds kind of crazy to say because it's Zeraora, but hear me out. For a lot of these people out here who still play Pokemon Unite, who don't play Zeraora or don't play him enough to realize that his passive ability actually stores attack damage. So in other words, within 4 seconds while you're in combat, if you don't take damage for 4 seconds, your passive necessarily does not benefit you. But when you're in combat, you store up to 200 extra attack damage while you're taking damage. So in other words, increases your attack by 200 extra while you're in combat taking damage from other people. Now that does stack on top of your weakness policy, so you'll get 200 attack and then you'll get weakness policy procs, because we're running weakness policy today. We're running Buddy Barrier and we're running Muscle Band, or Scope Lens, excuse me. Now, the weakness policy and the Buddy Barrier is just to give yourself more HP, more sustain inside these team fights. But at the same time, weakness policy and your passive all play off of each other quite well. And then on top of that, your discharge ability. I think a lot of people don't realize this ability has been buffed. It gives you a little bit more of a shield, right? See that shield it just gave me? Just automatically hitting the button. Well, on top of that, you got to keep in mind you have support Pokemon, i.e. Blissey, i.e. Eldegoss, any Pokemon that's going to kind of defend you a little bit and or be inside that team fight, give you that added bulkiness or that added front line. You are not there to do the most DPS. I mean, sometimes it happens in your games, but at the same time, you as Zeraora running the setup with weakness policy and Buddy Barrier, you have so much more bulkiness to you. Your discharge in itself will get a lot of value. It's an AoE stun that pulls targets in. And this can pull multiple targets at the same time. So you get inside that team fight, you jump in with Volt Switch, and then you just hit discharge and you hope that you stay alive long enough to pull in multiple targets at once. It, like I said, it's a mini stun. It can take people out of their Unite move, i.e. Cinderace. So if he's popping his Unite in midair, you can pull him out with your discharge. It's very solid ability. I think I personally enjoy it more so than Wild Charge. I think Wild Charge is too cheese, and you can whiff that ability inside of a team fight, or you don't perform well with Wild Charge in early game. You can just set yourself way behind. Whereas Discharge, on the other hand, it's more of a team-oriented build or ability, in which again you stun AoEs and you pull targets into your team, which sounds really good on paper. And in theory, when you're playing it, it's actually really solid. The problem is with Zeraora, he doesn't come online until level 8. You don't get your first ability until level 8. And if you suck with Zeraora and or you have a really bad jungle up until that point, you're not going to be a help to your team. And I think that's where he falls off for a lot of people, as I crit him for, 1100? Oof. Big oops right there. But, I think as soon as this Pokemon gets his rework and or his ability change, people are going to hate playing against Zeraora all over again. And I'm cool for it. And I'm cool with it. I mean, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for a new meta. I'm ready for things to change, to shift, what have you. Zeraora coming back could be very, very good for the game. But at the same time, people who aren't ready for Zeraora from way back in the day might hate this Pokemon or might be very upset because they didn't get a chance to unlock him or whatever. I'm gonna go heal up right quick while Blastoise and Ninetales defend Dreadnought from Greninja, I hope. Sweet. Should be able to grab this berry and get over and get this Dreadnought. Nice job, guys. Way to go. I mean, we are, like I said, we're playing in a solo queue game, so it's just one of those ordeals where, like, you don't expect your teammates to do anything competent 9 out of 10. Whereas, I guess the enemy team had a lane Gengar, so, he's not going to be able to get this from me. Crazy. What a silly goober. I don't know how you just dashed 3 times there, but whatever, bro. Because he dashed into the Dreadnought, then he dashed on me while he was getting the Dreadnought. That was weird. Oh, whatever. Spaghetti code at its finest. Let's see if we can get up here and get this this Rotom. I might be putting myself in a very bad situation, so we're going to wait for the team before I go ahead and engage on it. Get my Unite move ready to go, just in case we need it. Gengar's in middle, so I don't really care about him then. Whatever. What we got going on here? Oh, that's beautiful. Let's go. Look at this, man. Like, Aegislash is on point with me as well. Ninetales freeze. That was really solid right there. Nice combo. And again, people are going to sleep on this Pokemon. So I guess we don't, like I said, we don't see him that often. And when we do, he either is really, really good or just terrible. And most of the time, it's not your fault. It's just the fact he's not viable until later. But once late game hits, he's a monster, man. He really is. And there is no, if you make it to late game or you might not make it there or whatever, because everybody plays this game until Zapdos. And by that time, you have all your abilities anyhow. I crit him for 1300. You have all your abilities by Zapdos anyhow. So, I mean, this is where you actually come online and become relevant. Can I get out of here? Maximum criminal? Oh, you're so good at this game, Greninja. Good job, buddy. You're so good at this game. God dang it. I was so close. It is what it is. You guys better not die here. Zapdos is coming up in 15 seconds. Please don't. Yeah, yep. Y'all are dead. Thankfully, her Unite did not go off because he died immediately, so that's fantastic. Wait. It did. Her Unite did go off. So did Aegislash's. But he has his Unite and Blissey does not have hers. That is a weird interaction. I really would hope it would be the other way around, but what are you to do? We're at a Dreadnought or Zapdos fight with 3 of us here. So I'm just going to wait till Blastoise actually goes in. And I assume he's going to Unite, then I'll go in myself. Oh my gosh, man. You see, it does so much damage. It really does. And that's just Discharge. That's not my Unite, because we know my Unite hits like, you know, a piece of paper. But that's Discharge on top of my Unite. That's a lot of damage right there. Especially when it can AoE burst or AoE cleave, whatever you want to call it. It's just so much. I think this Pokemon, like I said, is being slept on, to be honest. Just because, again, Discharge has been buffed. It gives you that sustain when you go into that fight. And then when you hit that buddy barrier, it gives you more we call it more tankiness. And as long as you stay alive in that team fight, wow, 1400 crit on him. I hit him twice, by the way. 1100 the first one, 1400 the second one. That was pretty much all I wrote. Pretty good. See you, Hoopa. Thanks for coming. But hey, hopefully you guys did enjoy. This has been Pawseplays. Make sure you smash that like button. Join that Discord. Tell me I suck. It is what it is. Let's get Zeraora buffed, change, what have you. We need him to come back in the game. Enjoy the rest of y'all's day. I will catch you guys in the very next video. Stay safe out there.